Legacy of Darth Vader, The Reign of Kylo Ren, Issue 1. Guys, we need to rewind. Let's put our heads back to the end of Last Jedi. Luke Skywalker has become one with the Force, but not where he humiliated Kylo Ren in front of all of his peers and Hux. And it opens up with Kylo Ren returning to Snoke's ship, the Finalizer. And Hux asks him, you need to address everybody, because they've had an assembly there of stormtroopers and different members of the First Order. Hux asks him, do you want me to start this? And Kylo's like, no, I'll do it myself. And in true over-the-top Kylo Ren fashion, he chooses to take the two body parts of Snoke and lift them up out of these boxes and kind of lets them just float over all the troops. And he explains to all of them that the Resistance girl killed the Supreme Leader, but it's okay. Kylo Ren, the new Supreme Leader of the First Order, is going to lead them to victory. And the stormtroopers kind of look at each other. Then Kylo Ren's like, I'm gonna bring glory to the First Order. And then next thing you know, they all put their arms up, just like at Starkiller Base. Pretty strong opening to this comic. This is where I think that it dips a little bit, I'll be honest. Kylo Ren, for the next couple pages, is, for lack of a better term, purging himself of the past. He's remembering his mother, he's remembering killing Han Solo, all of his stuff with Rey and Luke, trying to let the past die, and somehow he's able to do that. He just like slashes his lightsaber, and then he's like, get me Hux. And so I'll admit, this is all just kind of some splash pages, some pretty artwork, but I feel like that it kind of confused me. I was like, okay, hasn't he kind of already done this? I mean, why did we really need like this manifesting on the page? But now we get to the part that I actually think is the most interesting. He calls Hux in, and he asks Hux about the military might of the First Order. Like, this kind of blew my mind as a reader. That was something I never really thought about. Here I am thinking that like Snoke would have shared all of this with Kylo Ren, but no, he really didn't. Kylo Ren was really more on like over here and like the creepy Sith dark sidey kind of stuff, and he was away from all the military stuff. And even thinking back to Force Awakens, he was on the flagship when the Hosnian system was destroyed. He asks Hux what was the plans for the First Order, and Hux is like, we have the most powerful military present in the galaxy right now. We need to use it. We could kind of do what our forebears always wanted. And Kylo Ren's like, our forebears? See, my blood helped shape the galaxy to what it is today. Your blood was nothing more than just lieutenants and lickspittles. Don't even try to put us in the same sentence. I can't wait to see more of this like back and forth, because remembering when Hux came up on, the passed out Kylo Ren with Snoke in pieces, he was gonna shoot him. So I'm kind of curious to see this like back and forth between them, because I feel like they've always kind of been at odds with each other, because we know where Hux ends up with the Rise of Skywalker. I'm trying not to think about that. Even though I know in true Beyond the Dune Sea fashion, all roads do lead to Tross. Let's not think about that. Hux then continues to talk about the military. He gets a little carried away with like the things that they could do. Kylo stops him and has his hand on his lightsaber and asks him, did I ask you to do anything yet? And Hux stops and he says, well, no, you haven't asked me to do anything. And Kylo says, this is my one order to you. I want you to build me a throne worthy of me. Hux is like, well, what would you like it made of? And Kylo just says, use your best judgment, but make sure you only have to make it once. And he just leaves him. And I think that's just kind of a very like foreboding thing. And I'm kind of curious if this whole making of the throne is what's going to make Hux turn coat. I don't know. I'm really I'm kind of digging this. He then goes to the Vader helmet and he's talking to it and he's like, grandfather, I don't know how you did this. Like, this is just crazy. And he's like, but what I need to do, like, I've already wiped the past from me. Now I need to actually just get rid of the past itself. I need to destroy you. And he kind of like is, I'm not super big on the art, because we know that it looks like he's crushing the helmet, but we know the helmet's fine because it's in Rise of Skywalker. So I'm not really sure. So he's like, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to Mustafar. So Kylo then travels to Mustafar, and he like lands in front of the castle, and he just walks up to Vader's castle, and he gets attacked by some of the natives, the Mustafarians, for lack of a better term, and they're shooting arrows at him, and also in true over-the-top Kylo Ren fashion, he stops the arrow right in front of him, and then just starts going ham on these guys with his lightsaber. They are able to get one hit on him. He does get hit with one of the arrows, but he makes pretty quick work of all these guys. But not before, like, giving this whole speech about how, you can't destroy me. I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to let the past die. I'm going to ascend. I'm going to become his birthright and all that. Just, typical supervillain stuff. When he gets to the top, his blood is dripping on the doorstep. And that's actually what lets him into the castle. So he's walking around, and it's all kind of very Tross, Rise of Skywalker-y, and he is met by, hopefully I'm saying this right, but Vanine. It's Vader's attendant from Rogue One. He somehow is still alive. He's a disembodied head attached to a droid, which is kind of wild. He's like, oh my gosh, you have to be someone special. Are you, how are you related to Lord Vader? Because the only way you could have got in here was because of the blood. Kylo Ren's like, I'm Vader's grandson. And he's like, well, okay, how can I serve you? You're my new master. Kylo Ren's like, forget about it. You could serve me by dying. Vanine's like, oh, no. You don't want to kill me. Why would you want to kill me? Because this dude's a survivor. I mean, he's just ahead. Kylo Ren's like, well, I'm trying to destroy the past. And Vanine is like, it's Darth Vader's past that made him who he was. And he never forgot that. That was like the key to his strength. And Kylo Ren's like, fine then. Okay, show me. So anyway, that concludes issue 1. Overall, I really did enjoy this. There was 3 scenes that I enjoyed, 2 scenes that I thought were just okay, but I am excited to see where Charles Soule takes this. I think the artwork is worth your time. I think all this supplemental material is going to help the sequels in the long run. I'm really excited to see where this goes. If you guys want me to talk more about this, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you enjoyed this journey through the legacy of Vader, the Reign of Kylo Ren, issue 1. Because I would love to keep talking about this stuff.